the end of the beginning for Brexit talks. The British Prime Minister arrived in Brussels at dawn to sign off on a 15-page progress report, opening up the second phase of negotiations on post-Brexit relations.
The Commission has just formally decided to recommend to the European Council that sufficient progress has now been made on the strict terms of the divorce.
Getting to this point has required give and take on both sides, and I believe that the joint report being published is in the best interests of the whole of the UK.
A deal had to be done imminently to allow EU nations to ratify it at next week's summit. Both sides have been forced to compromise.
We've been working extremely hard this week, and as you've all seen, it hasn't been easy for either side.
One of the biggest hurdles has been over the border between the Republic of Ireland, an EU member, and Northern Ireland, part of the UK. For the past 20 years, it's been completely open, economically benefiting both countries. But at the height of sectarian tensions in Northern Ireland, there were checkpoints and border posts. Nobody wants the return of a hard border after Brexit. But the British government's partners in Northern Ireland, the Democratic Unionist Party, also want to make sure the region leaves the EU with the rest of the UK. The Prime Minister has promised Northern Ireland full alignment with the rest of the UK and with some existing EU rules that Northern Ireland currently shares with the Republic of Ireland. Dublin says it's positively happy about this arrangement. It keeps the borders open, it keeps trade flowing. But some pro-British unionists are wary about being treated differently to the rest of the UK, and some hard-line unionists are interpreting this as a possible step towards uniting the island of Ireland. The deal has been clearer on other sticking points. EU citizens living in Britain and British citizens residing in Europe did get some certainty about their future.
The deal we've struck will guarantee the rights of more than 3 million EU citizens living in the UK and of 1 million UK citizens living in the EU. They will be able to go on living their lives as before.
But the European Court of Justice will continue to have some influence over British courts, something hardline Brexiteers will not be happy about. And when it comes to the Brexit divorce bill, an exact figure won't be known until trade talks begin. It could be as high as $70 billion. It's been 8 months since May signed Article 50, which triggered Britain's departure from the European Union. 15 months remain to decide the details of the divorce. Talks will now focus on trade and security, with many jobs potentially at risk. The Brexit clock ticks ever louder.